Good morning. I wanted to give you guys a little quick overview of my new Beta 390. One of the things that I think I'm pleasantly surprised to find out is the fact that this seat material is actually pretty soft after hearing all those negative things about sitting on a 2x4 and getting aftermarket seats and all that. So when I pulled the seat off and looked at it, soft. I hope what they meant by that is, like not the town of soft in Italy, but the material. Soft foam, because it is soft. I could definitely ride on this all day. So haven't ridden this yet, so I haven't spent more than a couple minutes at a time on the seat, but it is definitely something you can sit on all day. Let me set this down. Another cool thing is they are using this absorbed MASCAT technology, also known as AGMT battery, and I use those in my airplane, and they are light, but they keep a charge. They keep their capacity up even in the dead of cold. They are awesome. That's what I used on my airplane, and that sucker would crank that Lycoming engine over like no one's business. Even if it was weeks in between running in the dead of winter, those things, they were awesome batteries, and they're not cheap. So that's a lot of good class by Beta, I think, to go that way for sure. The turn signals, I know people are going to complain about them, and even if they don't remove them outright and they use them, they're going to probably want to replace them. But and I actually I have a set of turn signals I had thought I was going to put on, but these are actually smaller than I remember the 2017s being, and they're not as obnoxious to look at. So I think I'll just stick with them for a while. They're just not as bad as I thought they were going to be. Can't really recall what the 2017 muffler looks like, but Beta made a big deal about redoing the muffler for this. So there it is. Yeah, it's got a spark arrestor in it. Tires, that's another question I had. People just said, yeah, they're Michelin or the Michelin Enduros or whatever, but specifically they're Michelin Enduro Competition 6s. And they're definitely directional. So there's no swapping these around later on. And that's what your tread pattern looks like. People, I think, were somewhere. I remember seeing someone asking if they still gave a toolbox, and the answer is a little tool pouch, and the answer is yeah, they do. What's also cool is they also give you a 13 gear front sprocket, 13 tooth front sprocket. So the tool pouch fits right up in here. That's its home. Yep, they still have these teeth, and they're like the biggest teeth. It's funny, the biggest teeth, you can't even put your boot on them, honestly. There's all the way in, and this cover right here would probably keep you from actually ever being able to engage those teeth. So that's kind of ironic, but those are going to get ground off, the back ones. Foot pegs are actually pleasantly pretty big, as they should be, for what you're going to be doing with this. So I don't think they need to be replaced right off the bat unless you're just incredibly particular. Has the radiator cooling fan. For the guys that like the steg pegs, This is a pretty recessed bolt. So I'm not sure how you would actually, I don't recall how StegPek exactly would be made to fit in there without cutting this up to tie off into that bolt, but anyway, that's what it looks like there. Got the radiator guards here. Also got the Obi link protector to go on top, and I'm glad I did because a lot of water and moisture and mud and stuff. So just to keep that clean, it's worth it to me to put that on. Also got hand warmers in here. These are Moose Engineering hand warmers, and pleasantly surprised to find out that there seemed to be like a hole that was already there inside for the temperature control. So that's, I don't know if you can see that. So there's low is low heat, off is in the middle, high heat up top. And because this had a larger stator, the guys at the shop, you know, were able to easily put this right in. And it does have a Boysen sub grip underneath this. So there's, in other words, there's a little plastic liner underneath this outer grip for the heating pad to fit over, so that the heating pad isn't wasting all this energy just heating up the handlebar instead of your hand. So now the left hand and the right hand are the same. Of course, I got some real Enduro Engineering bark busters on this. Turn this on. Here's the Voyager. There's your main menu. There's a sub menu. So that your main menu has 3 quick sub menus, and then there's the map. And since I don't have any satellite reception in here, there's no map coming up. In fact, I haven't seen this with the map. I haven't had it outside yet enough to be able to get a good signal. There's your temperatures, which it hasn't recorded anything yet. There's your altimeter. Of course, nothing's going on there yet either because we're not moving or anything else. And there's no satellites for it to kind of guess. This is nav. No, these are the user menus. Nav's next. So the user menu, it doesn't have an arrow to the right to tell you there's additional sub menus off of this, but there are. There's 2 of these. So, and this one right here, this is probably, I don't know if the Enduro guys would really get more use out of this one or this one, maybe both. But obviously these are made to be used with gloves, even in the rain and stuff. They're pretty easy tactile, easy to move. And it's kind of comical to see all this dual sport stuff on here, like, you know, these little instrumentation buttons, like turn signal indicators and stuff, because this thing is definitely, obviously, a full-blown dirt bike. Here's your map setting. So here's the relatively tame low end versus the harder hitting low end. So that's already on. This is what the right side looks like. These folding mirrors are awesome. Better than the aftermarket ones I bought for my quote adventure bike. You can tell they're, you know, work out pretty good. So that's it. That's what a 2018 looks like. There's no fuel petcock, you know. There's no choke. Thing starts right up like a champ, and it revs. You know, the last 4-stroke I had in this kind of a category of a bike was a Honda CRF 450R, and man, this thing is every bit the rever or more than that. This, I don't know, I hate to say it like this, but from memory, because I don't have the bike anymore to do a direct compare, but this one definitely seems to be a lot quicker revving bike. More 2-stroke-ish than the other one. And that's a good thing for me. I gonna like that. So anyway, that's a quick look at the Beta.